Yeah, we about to go live.
That's all right. Long as you ain't slow dancing.
Act like you got them skate. 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 Go live, I'm finna go live. 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 Go live, I'm finna go live.
What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Hey, we already got some people in the building. Hey, Chanel in the building. Let me know I look good, sound good. So if I need to make any changes, I can do so. Let me see real quick, man. I know the game is on. We got a lot of things to talk about. I wasn't going to break schedule for it, so we're going to make it happen. We got to fix this camera just a little bit. Come on. All right, come on. Fix the camera. All right, here we go. Let me see here. All right. Hey, Chanel, I appreciate you. There we go. Perfect. All right. Thank you so much. Been rushing, man. I was sitting there watching the game, going nuts. So, like, what's going to happen? Who's going to win this thing? You know, whatever the case may be. So we're going to find out right now. We got a very interesting show, something I've been wanting to talk about for a while. Kind of stayed away from it, but it's time to talk about it. And I got a very good friend of mine here as well. Let me take care of some quick housekeeping before we get started. Real quick, our sponsor for the day, Mr. Alex Tabio from Certified Home Loans. Anything you having to do with home financing, please check him out. He is a Miami Hurricane fan through and through. He's in the Miami area, but he is certified throughout the state of Florida. So if you're looking for first-time home buyers, FHA loans, VA loans, hit him up, check him out. Let's see what the deal is. Trust me, interest rates are going up a little bit. I just talked to him yesterday. And so you got to hurry up and jump on this thing fast because things are rising. And that's a good thing, right? That means that, guess what? Once you buy today, it's going up tomorrow already. So that's a great thing. Anyway, got a couple of people in the building before I get this thing rolling. I see some people talking about the Bengals. I hear them. I see you. Phil, Coach Phil, what's up with you, man? I'm good, brother. What's going on with you? Hey, Chanella, how many are away from 20,000? I'm glad you brought that up. Hey, Chanella's being a producer. You should know, I think we almost just a little over 50 away from 20,000 subscribers. So hit that button, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button as well. And let me see, I'm going to just do a final check right quick before we get this show started. We are at 19,930 subscribers right now. So we're at literally 70 away. So that's how far we are right now. Brother Jay Blaze says, trust our head coach Mario, patience. Brother Jay Blaze, I'm opening the phone line. We got to talk about that a little bit. All right. OC, wide receiver coach. What's good, Kane, family, Coach Hayes? I'm good. All right. I can go through a lot of these, but my man is on the time constraint because he got a lot to do. This guy I actually met through doing a WREs, man, and he reached out to me, and I had a chance to go on one of his shows. His name is Dominique Smith, and he worked for Ohio, for the Buckeye Scoop, doing recruiting analysis. Sorry, I got my phone ringing all over the place, making all type of noise. But anyway, and we kind of kicked it off, man. You know, he supported me through the thing. He even purchased some Poor Little Timmy merch, man. And he had that thing going and everything else. So real quick, before I introduce him, before I bring him in, if you want to, go ahead. You can donate to the Cash App. You can donate also to the PayPal. It's in the description below. And with all that being said, let me bring my man in the building right here. Dom Smith, what's up, man? Talk to us.
Coach, what's good, man? Appreciate you having me on the show. Now that I think about it, I should have worn my Polo Timmy sweatshirt, especially with it being cold out here and everything. See if I can turn this light on better. Yeah. But, man, I'm glad to have you on. Hurricanes, sorry, you got a Buckeye in the presence, but I am excited to be here. Talk a little Miami football. Definitely know a few things. Talk about the latest commit, who I think you guys are going to really like. And, yeah, let's get it going, man.
I'm about to say this, dog. Yo, that logo on your shirt kind of hurting my feelings a little bit, brother.
Listen. Here's the thing I said. I said it in 2019 after that Clemson game. Never let the game get to the point where the refs can mess it up.
I agree with that.
So I gotta be consistent. So, like I said, Hurricane fans, I know you see the OH logo. I will wear my Polo Timmy sweatshirt from now on. So I don't want no problems here.
I had to hit him with some cane juice, man. The cup is back.
I like that, man. I like that.
All right, let's get into this thing. I'm gonna say this too, man. As we talked, right? and everybody knows Coach A's football. I am a Miami Hurricane fan, born and raised in the county of Dade. But I'm not, I have to say that I'm not just a Miami Hurricane show. I like to talk about all aspects of football, whether it's play design. I talk about some recruiting in the sense of like who's coming down the pipe. Not really my forte. I can talk about it, but that's why I do the WREs. And everybody knows when I do those, I don't watch films prior to doing them, right? When I cut the film on, and the reason I do that because I want to give the viewers as well as these players a feel of what it's like when a coach first turns the film on.
Right.
And that's how I'm looking at it, right? I don't want to sit there and analyze it, and then come back and say, oh, well, this is it. No, if it doesn't pop off the tape, that's how these coaches work. On to the next. You know what I mean? Just that simple. And so that's what it is. Let's talk about this right quick. The title of the show is Where Are Our Coaches? You know, who's going to be the next coordinator? I brought you on because I think you have a very interesting perspective on that. And I think, you know, Ohio State kind of went through that thing a little bit as well. If for those who saw the thumbnail, they saw all these names. I had Sebastian up there with his hands like this, the Ibis, with all these names around him. All these names have been reported as not necessarily next, but maybe highly have been interviewed, maybe have been talked to, turned down the job. But these guys have been reported on as having great interest for the position. What's your take on that with the Miami Hurricanes in regards to that, where we are right now with the new hire, him being at the helm for 2 months?
So it's interesting, man. I was thinking about it, and obviously covering Ohio State, they clean house, on the defensive trail this year, and the fan base was, upset because why aren't we, moving faster? This affects recruiting, yada yada yada. And they had a point to a certain extent, but the question was, okay, is Ryan Day going to go get people from the NFL? Because at that time, it's December, NFL season's going on. And so eventually, he got his guy, Jim Knowles, and he ended up going to the NFL, getting cornerbacks coach Tim Walton, Perry Eliano from Cincinnati, who coached Sauce Gardner and Kobe Bryant, the Thorpe Award winner, and went and got some pieces. And I've tried to follow the trend. And so the one thing I will say this, man, that confuses me is that I kind of was giving Mario the benefit of the doubt. He's got to get settled and everything, and he can get his staff assembled after. But we're NSD is what, next Wednesday? National Signing Day. And the reports that I'm reading, 3 days. Yeah. The reports that I'm reading, they're interested in all these NFL candidates and everything. And the hard part, and you can attest to this, when you're recruiting. So from my point of view, and we talked about this. This is just my opinion. You either, for a head coach, if you play Madden, when you're, doing the franchise, they ask you what kind of coach you want to be. You're a team builder, or, you specify, an offense or defense or whatever the case might be. So, for example, Ryan Day, he's an offensive guru. Nick Saban, he's a defensive guru, because look at how many coaches go in and out of Alabama. But why do they still get the 5-star defensive commits? Because they know that's Nick Saban's defense. Ryan Day, the same thing. They lost an offensive line coach. The next day they get a 4-star offensive lineman. They're still getting receivers and everything. Mario strikes me as the dude that's kind of that team builder, and that's great for recruiting. Ed Orgeron, somebody like that. What's confusing me is there's no movement. And it's a frustrating, kind of place to be in for a player, unless the staff knows something. And a lot of times, the recruits will know. They'll say, listen, this is what we're going to do. It just takes time and all that stuff. This is how it's going to be. I don't necessarily know if that's happening here, but the problem is, Coach, and I'm interested to hear your thoughts. What if you bring in a guy after signing day and you sign this class, and he wants to run a style defense that none of the recruits and nobody on the roster can run? Now, certain schools have enrollment dates. For example, USC enrollments in date, I think the final date for students to enroll for the spring semester was January 28th. Why is that important? Because as of right now, from what I understand, Caleb Williams is not on that roster and stuff like that.
Now that's the quarterback from Oklahoma, just for those that don't know.
And Wisconsin, as crazy as that sounds, just made 2 big hires. Their new offensive coordinator is close with his family, and they just extended Paul Chryst. And so, that Caleb Williams to Oklahoma, a lot of people at that report, but it's picking up some steam. But what if, the spring semester's over? You can't get guys in because, for the spring semester, and then spring football's done. So you're going to have to try to compress all of that into summer conditioning and fall camp. And so that's kind of where I'm confused. Dan Lanning, out there in Oregon, he's finalizing his staff, and the different coaches who've been hired as of late, they're finalizing their staff. So and I understand why Hurricane fans, I know why you're frustrated. And that's kind of the thing. There's no transparency, and you are on a time limit, because what if he wants to run a 3-4 defense? Well, do you have 3-4 bodies on the team? Does that fit the personnel? And my concern, man, he has to get a hire done within the next 48 hours, or there's going to be some serious issues.
Yeah, my biggest concern, I've said this before, and I've had some Kane fans, I think they think I don't like Mario, and that's furthest from the truth. I wish him the best, but the concern I had from the beginning is the concern I have 2 months later. Okay, is in order for him to be successful, and it's any coach, even if you're an offensive guy or defensive guy, your coordinators are huge. Okay, we don't have any. Regardless, even coordinators, we don't even have. We have 3 coaches that are listed that has been introduced as a coach: Mirabal, DVD, and Kevin Smith. Technically, I'm sorry, in 4, and the defensive line coach Joe Salava.
Now, I just read something. Isn't DVD entertaining offers from Georgia? Maybe.
No, that's McClendon. That's McClendon, the receiver coach.
Okay.
So the receiver coach, who literally 2 hours ago just inked the deal at Georgia. Wow. And so that's my point. So we had McClendon as the receiver coach / co-offensive coordinator. He's gone. T-Rob was our safety coach. He's going to Alabama. So now we have 4 of the 10 coaches. We still have 6 spots to fill and coordinator spots. And people also forget special team coordinator spots, right? Now, I know that's going to be one of those positions, but at the end of the day, I think we are behind the 8 ball. People are saying, be patient. Listen, I've been in this world. I've lived in this world. I understand this world. What happens is, as they say, the early bird gets the worm, the squirrel get the nut.
Yeah.
Eventually, these coaches, I'm not saying you can't poach a coach from another staff, but it's hard to poach 6 coaches from another staff. Exactly. Like, for example, Georgia lost their receiver coach, so they're going to come get one from somewhere else. All right, cool. And that's not a hard sell when you just won the Natty.
Exactly.
Right? It's not hard to poach any receiver from wherever you are if you just won a Natty. You get what I'm saying? And you're gonna open up the wallet. My concern is, and to our fan base, bro. All right, all these things we say gonna happen. We open up the wallet. We're gonna get the top-notch coach. We're gonna get this, and we have none. The coaches we have currently on this roster came from Oregon, except for Kevin Smith, who came from Ole Miss, who is a Miami guy. Other than that, Mirabal is an Oregon guy, which we know is his homeboy. He was going to take him. I have no problem with that. You're supposed to look out for the homies. And he's a great coach. I think Coach Mirabal is an excellent offensive line coach. I have no issues with that. Coach Joe Salava, I hope I'm saying his name right, defensive line coach, but from Oregon. The strength and conditioning coach, Coach Feld from Oregon. We have, and then Kevin Smith from Ole Miss. Other than that, we have nobody else. Coach Stephen Fields is still on the staff, but has not technically been named the tight end coach. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, please. I know you guys will. This is my issue. We are on our second signing day. I'm not even worried about the recruits. I'm worried about getting the guys on roster coached up.
Right. You're going into, winter workouts, that's started, and you want to build a solid foundation for spring. And I see, yeah, because I read it on Twitter. Robert Nora was saying that Georgia's also going after DVD. I read that earlier, and doing research for the show. And here's the thing, to echo your point, look at all, the other college football teams. Notre Dame was going after Brian Hartline and everything. And coaches are entertaining this offer, some of these, offers, because maybe it's a better, position. Because like you said, if Nick Saban called me and I was the coach at Miami, I'm picking up the phone. Or, if Kirby Smart, is calling me, I'm picking up the phone. And then, they may want to raise and everything like that. So, Notre Dame, they're waiting in the woods, but, they're in constant communication. Okay, defensive line coach goes to Michigan. Cool. We're going to go get Al Washington and everything like that. Mario instead of Manny Diaz. And then I think I forgot what article I was reading, but it was kind of talking about the turmoil and everything. How are these players going to get a solid foundation and some momentum headed into the spring? Like I said, do we know what defense they're going to run next year? Do we have? Go ahead.
I was going to say you bring up two very valid points, right? So you bring up a point of the foundation of what it is. What do these guys? What does the receiver run? Now I know you just lost this guy, so I guess the receiver is the wrong deal. Linebackers, let's take that. Linebackers is one of the main points of concern for the Miami Hurricanes football team. Forget just the defense. And we have not even heard a name of linebacker coaches in that sense. So now you bring in a guy like a Wesley Bassint, who's one of the highest linebackers. We get him. Coach Mario Cristobal did an excellent job in doing so.
Right.
But now, I don't know if he signed in early or not. Guys, put in the chat if he did or not. I'm not really sure. I believe he did not. But anyhow, what does that communication look like?
Right.
And then here's the second piece. In 3 days, these kids are signing their future off. Now, it's a little different than yesteryear with this transfer portal deal. So I think they have a little more ease. But how am I going to sign myself away to a university institution coach? And I don't even know the dude I'm going to see every day. Coach Cristobal is not coaching you every day.
Right.
Right. He's not the guy that interacts. He's not the guy that makes you better every day. He's not the guy that's implementing fundamentals, techniques, how-tos, want-tos, attitude. He is the overseer, the head coach, right? You talk to him before practice and meetings, but when it comes to breaking down film, how to do it, that's not the guy that's getting it done. The guy that's getting it done is question mark coach. And that's an issue. As much as I love the Miami Hurricanes, if I had a 4-star, 5-star, if I had a no-star kid, I could not send him there with so much unknown. Yeah. Well, I've heard this so much of this response. Well, coaches leave all the time. People, yes, I understand that. But for me to walk in something is different. I had a real quick discussion with a guy I know, a good friend of mine. And we were talking about private school. A daughter go to private school. And I said, would you, as good as these schools are, right? Would you just put your kid, like say everybody raves and ramps about this school. Would you go put your kid in the school and never go visit it? Or at least say, who's the teacher?
Right. Yeah.
No, you talk to the principal, but who's my daughter's teacher going to be?
Yeah.
Do I have opportunity to meet her or him or whatever the case may be? Oh, well, we don't have nobody right now. We still looking. Well, that may alter my decision.
Yeah.
And that's what's hard right now. It's not like it's one guy missing. It's 6 dudes missing.
And, Coach, you look at it. I was looking at Florida and, when they brought in Billy Napier and some of the recruits in that class, and you see it, pretty much in all of college football when there's major change. Like I said, if you go to Alabama or you go to Georgia, and Wesley did sign early, but if you go to Alabama, you go to Georgia, and their defensive coordinator is gone, or whatever case might be. You know, okay, cool, the defensive coordinator is gone, but that's Kirby's defense and everything. Nick Saban, the corners, it don't matter who's coaching corners. Nick Saban's going to be in that meeting room. You know, he will chew out a corner before he chews out a heel. You'll get chewed out, but he will for sure get on a corner before he gets on the linebacker. And I've seen, you know, I saw a video of it with an interview, and they said that's his group. That's his group. What if you're coming into a situation, you got the kids on the staff on the team, and then you have these recruits coming in. Like I said, what if you run a style of offense that does not fit the skill set of what you have?
Mm-hmm.
And it does the kids injustice because, okay, now you're going into a transfer portal that is quite literally busting hell wide open because there's far more players than there are scholarships, you know, in this portal. And then, you know, God bless these high school kids, you know, who are missing opportunities because of it. And so you're going into a crowded portal. Rosters are going to get filled, and there's going to be turnover after the spring, just like it always is. And it's just like it doesn't set a good precedent for the start of the season. And like I said, I think there's probably insiders out, and just from personal, just knowing how things work. Insiders probably know nothing. Recruits probably know something. Insiders probably know something. I apologize that we don't, but I do think transparency is key, you know, because every Sunday, you know, you're having this conversation about the coaches, but that's a problem, especially when it's month 2 and you're about to turn over a new leaf with the strength and conditioning. And like you said, you're in the meeting room with the position coaches. Those are the guys that you trust to develop you. And so you're putting blind faith essentially in a program. And Miami's not the only program that struggles with this, but, you know, it'll be interesting to see what they do. And like I said, Mario has to really evaluate the talent that he has and find a coach that can enhance, you know, what is there. Like I said, if you can, I've always thought this, find a coach that has an open playbook and everything that could fit, you know, I can adjust the defense to what we have on the roster. And
Right. So here's what I look at, because I know you're going to get short on time here. I know you got the roll. Here's what I'm looking at. Is there was, I don't know if this was to be true. I don't know if the young man said it. I don't know if his coach said it, but there was a thing that went out that said Shamar Stewart is not going to sign with Miami if we don't have a defensive coordinator. Now, again, I don't know how true that is or whatever. I don't even know where it spawned from, but let's just take it as if word.
Right.
I get it.
I get it
because he said he wants to play defensive end, right? And here's the deal. People are now turned on the kid. Well, you're not going to dictate to us when we get coaches. But it ain't like he asked for a coach the day after he got the job. I mean, bro, we finna sign in 2 days.
Yeah, he has to know. He deserves to know. He and his family deserve to know.
You deserve to know. You know what I mean? And that's all I'm just trying to say is that, you know, somebody put up that he was trying to that Mario Cristobal may be trying to manage recruiting and player development or something like that to all of that. Here's my deal. You can burn out. Now I work with the guy. He can go. I'm talking about he can go now. When I talked about grinder, yeah, he grinds it out. Get him some Cuban coffee, lift him a couple weights and get it on. But that doesn't make your team better, right? Grinding doesn't make your team better. Having people in place at this level will get your team better. And here's the funny thing, as I was looking at the show, trying to do some research, just let's say make a comparison. Dan Lanning goes to Oregon, gets the job. The national championship is on January 10th.
Mm-hmm.
He had 8 of his 10 coaches by January 13th.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not saying Mario Cristobal is supposed to have his coaches in 3 days.
Right.
But it shouldn't be 2 months.
There should be some motion, you know, something behind the scenes.
That's all I'm saying. It shouldn't be 2 months. This guy so he knows that, hey, I'm up for the running. I'm up for the Oregon job. You start making those contacts. You got to burn the candle on both ends. You got to, hey, light it over here and say, hey, get ready for the natty. But I also got to get my staff together because we already going to be behind the 8 ball when it comes to recruiting, getting guys out on the street, getting guys out going to get. So that's that. Let me do this. I know you have to get ready to go and take off.
I got a question for you. So I got about 5 or 6 more minutes. So let me ask you a question, switching gears. I've been curious about this, and then I want to share. And this is the good news for Miami fans. I looked at the film on Gene. Let me just say that real quick. I looked at his tape versus Miami Central. The first highlight was him blocking and everything. And you just do not see that anymore in high school, especially with high school football. You understand everybody wants the flashy plays and all that stuff. But I thought it was really, really cool that the first play, against Miami Central, nationally ranked powerhouse, was him pancaking somebody to the ground. And then that highlight is crazy. He had some success against, I believe it's Jason Marshall, the 5-star corner. So Miami's getting a good one there, somebody that can stretch the field. And he's a playmaker. Why do the Canes struggle in South Florida, of all places, or just in the state of Florida, to get linebackers?
I'm gonna say that I'm gonna answer that question because I forgot who the coach was. It Packy or Banda said South Florida don't have linebackers.
They do.
We got linebackers. I don't know why people think we don't have players. You know what the problem is? You know what the very big problem with that is? I ain't biting my tongue. A lot of these cereal box coaches want players that come straight off the assembly line, perfect and ready to go. Well, in Dade County and South Florida and Central Florida, a lot of our linebackers blitz so well, our speed is so fast, our philosophy, including this guy sitting right here on this microphone, if I can get to the quarterback before he can throw the ball, it's better with him on his back than him throwing a football. So therefore, I'm going to blitz him. I'm going to use his athleticism to my advantage. You understand that? Okay. Versus when you look at other places on the field. And here's to say this. I've broken down a lot of linebacker film. And 95% of the linebacker film doing the same thing we're doing.
Yeah.
Blitzing that guy because he's athletic. Blitzing this dude. You can go look at the number 1 linebacker in the country. 90% of his tape, he blitzing off the edge. He coming up the middle, blitzing. He not dropping in the zone. You don't see him covering the number 3 down the field. You don't see him one-on-one with the running back on the peel route. You see him coming off the edge. You see him going up the middle, blitzing, creating havoc. It's a stereotype that we suffer. It is a thing that they think that our coaches can't coach down here. I have to be very honest about that. And that's the furthest from the truth.
Listen, in this new age of offense, I'm watching Cincinnati and Kansas City. You need some speed out there. Sideline. The thing, hard-nosed, aggressive linebackers in it. I don't know if people look at, he's only 195 pounds. Well, that's what a strength and conditioning staff does, to bulk him up, because I'm telling you, as someone whose team struggled in the linebacker spot, just seeing some of these kids, covering high school football and how explosive they are. Like I said, about it in South Florida and Central Florida, all over the state of Florida. The speed and athleticism, like you said, timing the blitzes, getting to the quarterback, putting your hand down, being that hybrid kind of guy. Those players, turn on the Alabama game. What's his name? Christian Miller, I believe his name is. He's a guy that did it all. Nakobe Dean from Georgia, Nolan Smith. We're talking about why is he, what's the difference? McCarthy can't get out of this tackle. Well, Nolan Smith runs a 4.5 and everything like that. I remember, and this one hurt my heart because we had to play him so many times, but Devin Bush out of
Flanagan. I coached him.
Yeah, Devin Bush was one. He was 5'11", but man, he was one of the best linebackers I've ever seen.
Listen, can I tell you something? I had a linebacker named Nate Walker. One of my first year coaching, ended up going to Minnesota or whatever. I thought he was the best linebacker. Devin Bush came on. Bro, this dude playing middle block linebacker and kick return. Think about what I just said. In South Florida, you are a middle linebacker and a kick returner. and you cribbing them. It ain't like you just return them 15, 20 yards.
all the
You
way.
cribbing the things. And he leaves and goes to Michigan, right? Now, you can say that because his dad went to Michigan. So what? Give his daddy a job in Miami.
Yeah. Listen, Harbaugh was doing sleepover. He was doing whatever he had to do. If your daddy could get you, meant that he lands that player, and he starred on Michigan. Granted, they struggle against Ohio State, thank God. But, when it came to his production, like, I encourage anybody, if you're going to play linebacker, go watch his tape his last year, I believe, when they played Michigan State. And he's 5'11", and I mean, killing dudes, sideline to sidelines, receivers running little drag routes, running, the mesh routes and everything, man. And so I don't know. I'm like, you got Miami Central, you got Aquinas, you got Northwestern, you got Flanagan, you got Cardinal Gibbons, you got all these schools, private and public, in this state. Tampa has a boatload of talent. I was like, why is there a struggle? Better yet, it's like sometimes, why do you have to go out of state to get some of these linebackers? You just have to drive 20 minutes away.
And bro, here's another thing. There was a young man named Jaden Hood. I believe he played for St. Thomas. He ended up going to Michigan.
Yeah.
Like, and his uncle works as a head coach up here in Central Florida at Ocoee. What I'm trying to say is there's players here. Now,
Yeah.
I don't know why we're not getting them. Maybe we're attacking them late. I don't know. Maybe, but anyway, I don't want to, I want to talk, but I want to get into this thing, man. I want to give a shout out to I don't know real quick before you go. Thank you, Maximus Mac says $10, says Coach Hayes for Hurricane defensive coordinator. I'm ready. Let's get it. All right, let's make this thing happen. I'm blitzing all 11 people. If you throw the ball, you got me.
I like that 3-4. Just bring them all out.
I bring it everybody. Bring them out. Bring them out. But anyway, yeah, man. Listen. So somebody said on here, 850 Kane said, Brother Jay Blaze, I got to get off this chat, bro. You're the only one with sense on the whole damn thing. No, I mean, that's not it. I don't know if you're talking about us or just the chat or whatever, but we're going to open up the phone line, so I hope he's still around. But again, people cannot say with an honest heart, I don't care who you are, you cannot say with an honest heart you don't have some concerns this late in the game. I don't care what it is. You can't say that, because here's my next question. Everybody that they say we're going after is now turning it down.
Mm-hmm. Why?
And that's a question. Now, why are people turning it down? Yes, I understand if Ken Dorsey turns it down and become a Buffalo Bills OC. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Jason Kendall, he was a legitimate choice. He turns it down. From what I hear, Kendall Browse. You can't tell me. I'm sorry. I don't care if Arkansas is in the SEC. Miami's still more prestigious than Arkansas.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
And if money's not an issue for the Canes, what's the deal?
He denied it, but I believe it.
Yeah, he denied it, but I believe it. You know what I mean? We're talking about the guy that's coming doggone Campanelli from the Dolphins. I mean, we're talking about Derek Mason. We're talking about, y'all go look at the thumbnail. I put all these names up here, and there's still more up there.
Derek Mason going to Oklahoma State, from what I've heard. Kevin Steele, former Auburn defensive coordinator. That would have been perfect for Miami, but he's up at Maryland with Mike Locksley. Yeah. So again, bro, I don't know. I want to say this piece before you get out of here. I know you got to go. For all of you people out here, Canes fan, not Canes fans, Coach Hayes is about to branch this thing off here in the 2022 year. And my man, Coach Dominique Smith, we decide we're going to do a show together as well, but just we're talking about college football. We're going to probably end up doing it maybe that first week in March, simply because we're going to let the signing day go by, everybody go through that. And there's also a little dead period there, but we'll start going around talking about teams around the country as spring ball comes around. As we know, spring ball comes around in April. And so forth. And so we'll start talking about that. And guys, we're only 2 months away from spring ball, playing the game. Crazy.
Playing the game, like playing the spring game. So we're not far off. You know what I mean? So I just want to put that out there. Hit the subscribe button. Last I checked, we were 70 away from 20,000. And again, you're talking about somebody that's knowledgeable. this dude right here. I love having conversations with him. Yeah, I know you're a Buckeye fan. Lord, we got to get. Matter of fact,
No,
hey,
it's
hold
all,
on. I got to give you the famous.
no,
I had
listen,
to
I
slap
know
him around a little bit.
Canes fans, I promise you I'm gonna be wearing my Polo Timmy sweatshirt in rain, sleet, snow, and heat. Because I like I said, I want no problems. But listen, man, it was a pleasure being on the show, talking, looking forward to starting this up. If you all do me a favor, go to Twitter and Instagram, lactic acid _podcast or lactic acid podcast. Keep you up to date with all the track and field news from South Florida, including professional, college, and pros. We do have some inspirational stories on there as well, trying to lift the sport up and trying to help these kids get a scholarship and get their brand names out. So I do appreciate that.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, you're in the track as well. That's pretty good. Lactic acid podcast, huh?
Sure. Yes, sir.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Real quick, somebody says this. Kane Feather said we fixing to get coordinators nobody heard of because that's all that is left. I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna open up the phone lines. Dom, thank you so much. I appreciate it. We'll definitely be in contact this week. We'll get this thing rocking and rolling.
I appreciate you, brother. God bless you guys.
Anytime, man. Appreciate it. All right, man. So I'm on here solo riding. Let's open up these phone lines. See if I can get the phone lines open up here. Pop this phone line up here. 321-328-8235. Let's see if I can get this thing rocking and rolling. All right. Let's see here. I want to have a real discussion, right? I don't want nobody to come with, with their panties in a bunch about this stuff. I want to really have a real discussion in regards to what's going on so far as the coaching search, everything else. Big bottom 1155 said, "Yo, what's up?" Here we go. Talk to us. 850. Talk to us, man. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up? Bottom 1155, baby. Calling from the Panhandle, Panama City Beach, Florida.
There it is. Bottom. What's up with you? Talk to me. What's your thoughts on this topic
Nothing
today?
much. I don't know a lot of the guys' names and stuff that are out there. I know a lot of people. Today we had a big space on there with Luke and Lance and Lamar Thomas on Twitter today.
Okay.
And basically, what was said and what I agree on is because we're seeing a lot of these guys like T-Mac and T-Rob leaving, and they're going to their home like Mario did. So what I'm thinking is going on is maybe Mario already knew that these guys had the potential to leave him. So there's more on the plate because those are position coaches, also elite recruiters. So maybe he knew that he would have to replace them as well. As far as names go, I don't know all the guys that are available or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like I always say to you, in Mario, I trust. I think everybody should just chill. Still early. I'm basically waiting on to see what Shamar Stewart and the rest of the guys are going to do on signing day. What do you think about that, Coach?
I agree with everything you said. I'm going to have to trust Mario Cristobal. I don't have any other way. But only one thing I disagree with, it's not early. It's getting late, dog. Like, people don't realize it is getting late. And that last comment where somebody said we're going to get a coordinator because that's all that's left, sometimes that happens. I've seen it. See, if we were looking for one guy, maybe two guys, we're looking for 6 guys right now. Right. 3 days away from National Signing Day. See, Georgia was looking for one guy because the receiver coach left. Ohio State was looking for one linebacker coach because Al Washington went to Notre Dame. If we had a full staff and McClendon left and went to Georgia, no panic at all, baby. It's whatever. We'll get us one. But to find 6 of these dudes, that's tough. 6 quality guys. And remember, it's off the premise of we got an open wallet. We got an open wallet. We got an open a purse. We could pay what we need to. And that's what, because here's what tripped me out at bottom. When the hiring first started, everybody was like, we're gonna get guys, but they currently gonna be in the playoffs. This was the chronological order of excuses in my book.
Okay.
When we first got to hire, remember I told you Coach Hayes has no expectations. I don't. Whatever they set the bar to, that's right. Wherever they set the bar is what I expect the next time we play a team of that same caliber. That's how I feel this season. And that's how I feel every time we're going to get a new coach, because once you set expectations, you start getting disappointed. All right. So I said all that to say this. When it first started and people were wondering about coordinators, right? The fan base, I'm sitting there watching and listening, go listen to other shows and Miami Flow and Footballville and Coach Coop and all these guys, T2Y and so forth. And everybody's excuse was at the time for not hiring coordinators was simply this. He's going to get a guy. Oh, I'm sorry. He wants to do it the right way. He wants guys to finish their season. Cool with that. And I'm not saying these are not facts. I'm just showing you the hierarchy of things. I mean, the chronological order of things. After the regular season was over and the playoffs and bowl season began, we still don't have anybody. I remember being on Wholesome show. He told me, I guess we do the show that, I think he does a show on that Monday. He said by that Friday, we're going to have somebody. You guys can go check when that was. That was a month ago. And I said,
was that the one where you jumped on with the Ayo, I want to battle? I
think so. I think it was. Yes, it was that show. I said, Ayo, I want to battle. Yes.
Yeah.
That may be a month ago. You go check it out. I said, no, we're not. So then it was, we're waiting for coaches to be done with their season from the bowl games and from the playoff run. Okay. No problem. I'm sitting patiently waiting. Bowl season come, bowl season goes. Playoffs come, playoff goes. National championship come, national championship goes. Now it's, we're waiting for guys to finish the NFL season. Okay.
Yeah.
Hold up. Okay. Now the regular season ends. The regular season goes by. Well, we're waiting for guys to finish in the playoffs. Okay. Playoffs going on right now. They know but 2 teams left, right?
Yep.
Okay.
4. Well,
I'm just saying, right. But I'm just saying it's 3, but
I got you.
Okay. So I'm waiting on that. So now we're waiting for the Super Bowl to be finished. Like, this is what I'm saying. We're just making it, we're just going along to fit our narrative, and let's just call a spade. Because here's the thing. Now we're going back to the coach from Kentucky. That's the latest name I've heard. So if we're saying we're waiting for the guy from the NFL to finish, then why is the guy in Kentucky in the running? When he's already Kentucky been available since November. You see what I'm saying? The guy from Kentucky, like, I'm just, and again, he doesn't owe me anything. But I'm just saying, I want the fan base to understand. And I guess my biggest thing is, don't put your eggs in a basket, fan base, right now, so they don't get broken. Let's just ride this thing and enjoy the ride. That's what I think my biggest concern is. Like somebody said, Reggie, like Reggie just said, keep moving the goalposts.
Right. Yeah, I'm with you on that. And a lot of this is just guys that, want to be the insiders and say this and that. I've always felt like Mario gonna do it his way, and that's exactly what he's doing. And from what we know to be true is that when he got the head coaching job at Oregon, he didn't actually hire a defensive coordinator per se. I think one of those coordinators until February, until after signing day.
Right.
And I think in his mind frame, the most important thing, because we don't realize all the other stuff that he has to fix.
Mm-hmm.
That's behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then he's probably throwing these little hints and stuff out there to see who he can and cannot trust. I've heard that before. But you know the guy. You worked under him. Tell us about Mario.
All right. I'm glad you asked. For you, the first person really asked me, man. So here it is, man. Mario Cristobal gave me my first opportunity to go out there, and I did that. He is a fiery dude. Like, when I say fiery dude, like, what you see is truly him. It's not an act. And if it is an act, he act like that 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Put it to you like that.
Right.
He's a grinder, meaning, you're gonna come in early, leave late. He is a person who expects perfection. He is a person that is not soft. I done seen him rip coaches in front of players. You know what I mean?
Right.
He a feisty dude. Now, I'm just saying, if you don't have a thick skin, you can't hang on that staff.
Gotcha.
You can't hang. I'm just being honest with you. You'll be ready to dip up out of there. Now, here's the plus and minus to that. I learned a long time ago in coaching. I never forget Coach Dunn. I would talk about him, mentor. He ripped me one time on the side. I've said this story before. And he said to me one day, he said, remember, in coaching, I got 25 seconds to make a decision. If you're more worried about how I said something than what I said, this ain't the job for you. And ever since, that stuck in my head like glue. And I understand.
Yeah, that was the D-line story, right?
The D-line story?
Is that about when he ripped you during the game?
No, that's something different.
Because he knew your players. Oh,
no,
okay,
but no, that's a different story. Because I once, this was actually what I just told you was before that. Because I'm starting to say, okay, again, back to what I said, not what he said, but how he said it as I replayed it. Because, we all men, right? And, we all got our pride. And I'm like, hold up, bro. Like, they ain't gonna try me. I'll split Coach Dunn. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you're saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I realized where it came from. And so, but as you work with people longer, you understand them too, right? You understand their methods. And so I worked with him for 10 years. So I understood his methods, right? In my first year coaching with him, I would have never understood that. I was like, man, dude, try me. But anyhow, so I really thought about that. But there are some coaches that can't handle that, bro. Right? Everybody in Sparta wasn't a 300. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I try to tell people, just because you're from Miami don't make you a gangster. Right?
Right.
So I said all that to say some coaches can't handle that, dog. Some people can, some people can't. Here's also the flip side to that. Some people are willing to handle it based on who it's coming from. If it's Nick Saban, you'll handle it because in the long run, Nick Saban got the stamp of approval across the board. Right now, does Mario have that kind of power to help your career that you're willing to swallow your pride behind? See, there's a lot of coaches got a lot of different motives and ulterior motives for why they do things. Like right now, T-Rob. Let's take T-Rob for example. T-Rob made that move. T-Rob made that move because it is going to put him on a fast track to head coach, if not NFL. Look at everybody that played. And Dom said it earlier. Everybody knows that Nick Saban is the corners coach. Everybody knows this. It's not a secret.
Right.
So why do all the DB coaches get these big jobs? Jeremy Pruitt. Just think about all the DB coaches that get these big jobs and go on to do bigger things, become coordinators, because they know that if you can handle it up under Nick Saban and he get that stamp of approval, you on the fast track, dog. So T-Rob had to make this move, whether he wanted to or not. Just what it was.
Right. And he was only there for a little hop and a skip. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that really. I mean, recruiting wise, yeah, that hurt us, but he really wasn't there. But by the year, and he really didn't get to do his thing. So I don't blame him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's where I am with it. So you asked me about Mario, like I said, and he's a very loyal guy. I have to say that. He's very loyal. A lot of his staff, when I was down there at FIU, were guys that came out of University of Miami as GAs or quality control, like Jeff Popovich I think he was quality control, maybe a GA at Florida. At Miami, and went over to FIU and became the safeties coach. A lot of guys he helped move through that. Edwin Patter, for example, his relationship with his brother. And now Edwin Patter was over there with Cristobal, and now he remains on staff there with him at UM.
Yeah.
So he's a very loyal guy. I mean, he is. I'm not knocking him one bit. You know what I mean? He's intense. He's an intense dude. Like, you know what I mean? He ain't got no problem giving nobody a butt chewing. Nobody.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So on another thing, Uncle Luke was on the space today, and he feels as if we need to fill the staff with guys that with coaches that have either from the area and care, or well, basically somebody that cares about that orange and green. That's not gonna leave like a T-Rob or a B Mac, because they didn't play there. They have no real interest, no real what's the word I'm looking for?
Investment in the program.
Investment, right? Investment in the University of Miami.
Can I say this to you, Bottom?
He mentioned Lamar Thomas and stuff like that.
Those kind of guys may be right, because Lamar Thomas has, I don't know his pocket, but he probably is okay financially. He does well, I guess. He probably got other business ventures. Here's my thing. At the end of the day, it's business, right? It is business. And there's a reason he came to get T-Rob. There's a reason, there's a reason for these things, right? That coaches come get guys. There's also another behind the scenes reason too, that the average fan base doesn't understand. A lot of this stuff is moved by agents, guys. Mark my words. A lot of movement is moved by agents. A lot of movement is moved through the agents. So you have to understand that. You have to understand that. If I'm, let's just take Nick Saban, for example. He has Jimmy Sexton as his agent. And Jimmy Sexton knows he needs a DB coach. I don't know this to be true for T-Rob, but let's say Jimmy Sexton is T-Rob's agent. You know what he's going to say? I got a great safety coach. I got a great DB coach for you. Young dude, blah, 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 this, that, and the other, right? And I'm also say this to you, believe this or not, there's a minority count on your staff too. Okay, better be careful with that. It's not written. It's not written. It's not written in stone.
Okay,
but it's there. It's there, right? It's just what it is. It's just part of this game, right? We're gonna call it diversity. People can get touched about that if they want to. It's there. Okay. So he may say, hey, I need a DB coach, man, blah, blah, blah. You know one, Jimmy? Jimmy said, yeah, I know one. I got a guy named Travaris Robinson over there in Miami. He wasn't too happy this year how it went. He might be looking to get out. Let me make a call to him. Hey, T-Rob, man, you ever thought about leaving? Well, I don't know. I'm kind of liking it here. All right, well, Nick Saban say, holla at him. Hey, I'm out.
Right.
I mean, that's how you think deals are made. A lot of these deals are made. Somebody Rooney Rule. There's no Rooney Rule in college. But that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of deals are made through agents, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. You know. With that being said, on. So I just want to put that out there, man. So you guys kind of know how it was with that. And let me ask you this. Wednesday, how do you think the Canes fare on Wednesday when it comes to recruits? Do we blow this thing up? What do we currently have? 8 recruits? 9?
I believe I think it's 8. I'm not real sure. I don't have it all in front of me. I know I expect the is it Yuli, the Polynesian kid?
The offensive lineman?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he signs because they big on family and they still raving about, that family atmosphere they felt on the visit.
Okay.
And believe it or not, I think Shamar gonna sign.
Okay.
I think Shamar is gonna sign. Okay. And I don't know the rest of them. I know those are the main 2 guys. I know I'll be on the Twitter spaces all day and all night, but I just can't keep up with all them cats that they be naming, man.
Yeah, somebody wanted me to do a Twitter space.
Kid, the Connolly kid.
So here's what we have right now. I'm sorry to cut you off. Here's what we have early enrollee. And when I talked about Wesley Bassane, I wasn't talking about him signing, but I was talking about being an early enrollee. We have 3 early
Gotcha.
enrollees: Cyrus Moss, Nigel Kelly, and Jaleel Skinner. They are currently on campus. That's 3.
Right.
And then we have another 7 who signed a letter of intent. That's 10. And we have 5 transfers in right now. So that's a total of 15. So we got another 10 guys we kind of looking at because the standard is 25. I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 left over from last year or whatever. But that's where we are right now. So we got 7 signed, 3 already enrolled, and 5 transfer portal guys.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that's 15. That's
Now,
15 guys.
That's 15.
Mhm.
So I don't know the Connolly, the number 1 offensive lineman. I think is he the number 1 offensive lineman from the West Coast?
Who is this now?
The Connolly kid, Connolly, the one that played basketball too. But he won't.
Oh.
No, never mind. He don't make his decision till March sometime.
Yeah, I don't
He
know.
make
I have
his
no
decision
idea.
late.
I would assume so. It says Kamari
Yeah,
Rogers on
but
campus. All right. It just said, I'm just looking at the 247 profile, guys. Sorry about that. But Roddy Brick says Kamari Rogers on campus too. They just had him listed as signed. So, all right, 4 and 6. All right.
Okay.
So that's what we are right now.
But I think it all starts with Shamar. I mean, I think we get Shamar, and I think we get the Yulee kid.
I'm all for it, baby. Listen, I'm all for it. Listen, bro, I'm all for it. I get it. I hope Shamar still. I'm actually dropping his WRE on Wednesday. I was in here editing it before we got started. Yeah, man. So listen, we got 246 in the building, man. Y'all hit that button.
Yeah.
Listen, we're trying to get to 20,000 subscribers. We are currently, when we started the show, we were at 19,930. And we are currently still at 19,936. So 6 people have hit the button. And I hate to say this. I know all 246 of y'all ain't subscribed. I know 200 of y'all might be subscribed, but 40 of y'all not. Hit the button for your boy, man. Let's get this thing to 20 stacks. I made 10 stacks while I was doing the doggone Hurricane show. And Logan hit me up, man. I don't know what Hurricane Logan is. He hit me up with $100 super chat. I was like, man, thank you. That was big. And that was less than a year ago. And now we about to be at 20 stacks bottom right here. We'll make it. If we don't do it, we definitely do it before Wednesday signing day, man.
I'm finna make my daughters log into their tablets right now.
Yes, sir. Hey, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, baby. Let's get it.
Hey, come on with it. That's how they sell them albums, huh?
I'm trying to tell you. Man.
Hey, but another thing before I go on those Miami spaces, them Kane spaces, what we actually gonna start doing, what happened today, it started with the coaching stuff and all of that. Then it turned into talking to parents and the recruits today.
I heard that. Somebody called me and told me about it. Yeah.
Yeah. So when they do happen to do that, I'm gonna make sure they send you an invite because I know you'll be able to give that knowledge out there. We had like a Army recruit on there, an Army coach on there, a military coach, and a couple JUCO coaches. So it was pretty dope.
Hey, I love it, man. Listen, I don't have a problem getting on.
Stuff.
Listen, I'm actually working on that right now. I'm actually working on something for recruiting, man. Because like I said, recruiting is so different. For these dads out here that's helping their kids recruit, it wasn't the same when me and you was in school. It's totally different. Bro, all you needed was a 700. You good. All you needed was a 700, baby. Now, man, shoot, you get a 700, boy, you can't even go to JUCO, baby. You got to go do something else. You better go get you a shovel and some boots. But so the recruiting process is totally different. They're the rules are a lot different. So I'm working to put some things together. As you guys know, I'm doing stuff on the website. I'm going to start a subscription base as well for those games, man, where we can look at the games and do things, man, because it's hard to do stuff on YouTube, man. They be beating my head in, bro. Like when I say they give me copyright strikes, they like all that work that I'm gonna tell y'all something too, man. Y'all got to give Wholesome some love because I see all of them highlights he putting together. He gets nothing from that because he's using film. He's getting nothing, dog. So at least pay him by hitting the free subscribe button. I got to say that much. Just go hit the button, even if you don't ever watch his show again. Just go by and hit the button, man, because all the time he's taking by putting those things together, editing it together, uploading all that stuff he does. and YouTube pays him nothing for that.
Wow.
That's why you don't see me break those games down like that. Remember, I did the what you call it, the spring game and all that stuff. Nothing. You get nothing. But guess what? YouTube still gonna run ads on your stuff and make all of the money, and you get nothing. And to me, I mean, we already don't get much. At least let me go put some cheese on my burger. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna do some things different. Like they say, go get your own. As Dame Dash always say, go get your own and you can do what you want with it. And so we got our own website, and that's what we're doing, man.
That's right. Tell your IT guys, come on, let's get it going.
Let's get it, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump off here, man. Y'all get ready to call in. I want Brother Jay Blaze to call in because I think he got a little something to get off his chest.
Hey, man, just got to make this announcement real quick. I've been announcing it all day. Your boy is officially off child support tomorrow, February 1st, 2022. That's right.
Hold on. That boy on child support, man.
No more, baby.
We had to clap it up for that man. He's done his job. But as you know, baby, it still ain't over, man. He or she still, your little baby still going to be calling, Daddy.
That's right. And I'm going to be right here for him.
That's real. That's awesome, man. Great job.
That was Coach, man. I appreciate you taking my phone call, man. I always love talking to you.
Anytime, man. Thanks a lot, bro.
Yo.
Yeah. All right, man. Great call by Bottom, man. Open up the phone line. Brother Jay Blaze, go ahead and hit us up. I know it's a little second delay, so you'll catch it here in a second. Anyway, that's awesome, man. Dads in these kids' lives. I love it. Reggie over here. I got the game on the other monitor over there. I say Rams 7, San Fran. I appreciate this many people, 234 people hanging out with me during the playoff game. I almost didn't go. I like, man, ain't nobody gonna come here. Everybody gonna watch the playoff game. Guess what? That means y'all love Coach Hayes, y'all love the Canes, and Coach Hayes love you. Better know that. But I want people to call in, man. Let's talk about it. Talk about the topic. I want to hear your feelings on it. You know, people tell me, "Oh, Coach, be patient." I remember, I think it was Made in Dade came on the show one time and said, "Man, Coach Hayes, be patient, be patient." Here we go. I think I know who this is already. Call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
You don't even have to know my name. You already know who it is.
I knew it was you, dog. I saw the number.
Honestly, Coach, I'm going to say this. I'm not sure if you're going to agree with this, but honestly, if we get Belk, I understand in college football you have to limit the amount of people you have on your staff because there's a limit on how many coaches you can have on the field. But I would rather have a coordinator that just coaches, that's just a coordinator, than have position coaches for each position instead of having one guy because that coaching a position and being the defensive coordinator can distract you overall in game planning. Do you agree?
Yeah, yes and no, right? I'm gonna tell you what happens when you're just a coordinator during practice. What you do is a lot of coaches don't want to be micromanaged, right? You're a professional, you're getting paid a lot of money. And when you're a defensive coordinator, think about this. When they go to individual, when they go to all these different things, as a coordinator, what are you now doing? You're walking around looking at position groups as if you're overseeing these guys. So some people, yes, some people, and some coaches, defensive coordinators like to coach so they can get their hands dirty in the clay, if that makes sense, right? And then when they come together during team session, like inside run, outside run, perimeter, those type of things, 7-on-7, they get an opportunity to see it all as a whole. So some guys like it, some guys don't. So I don't think it's a right or wrong either way.
And honestly, I understand why T-Rob did it, but I feel honestly it's kind of a mistake because Nick is going to be micromanaging him. He's not going to have any say on how he wants to coach the players because Nick is going to be coaching the DBs, and I feel that Nick is going to be micromanaging whoever he has as DBs coach. I understand why he went there, but I feel that that's kind of a lateral move, and he's going to have less power because Nick is going to be coaching the DBs, and he's going to have say on who he recruits, but he's not going to have say on how he coaches the players.
All right, let me ask you a question. Do you think Nick Saban is a good coach or a great coach?
Yes, he's a great coach, but what I'm saying, as a position coach, I would rather stay at a place where I can have full reign on how to coach the players, recruit and coach the players how I want them to be coached.
All right, let me ask you a question. Let me go back. Let me start over. I'm going to flip it. So when I ask you these things, I just want you to answer yes or no, Anthony, right? That's it. You got it? All right, here we go.
Yes.
You like to build computers. You got a very good computer company, this, that, and the other, right? Doing well,
yes,
right? Making a couple $1 million a year, doing all of that, right?
Yes.
Bill Gates says, I need you to come work for me for 3 years. Would you put your computer company to the side for 3 years so you can learn under his tutelage? So now when you go get your own, you are leaps and bounds around everybody else because you learn from the master?
My God.
It's just yes or no? Okay. No problem. No problem with that. No problem. That's fine. That's a great answer. But for most people, they would. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you can grow your brand faster by, one, saying that you learned under a Bill Gates, right? That you have this, and you also can do things faster than learning on the job. It's the same thing with Nick Saban, right? So on paper, technically, it may be a lateral move, but it's far from a lateral move because you're learning from the GOAT, baby. You're learning from the GOAT coach. You're learning from, so not only is he learning from the position, but what else is he learning from? How to be a head coach.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So hold on. So he learned how to be a head. Hold on. He's learning how to be a head coach. Isn't this the same thing that everybody talked about was a plus for Mario Cristobal? He had a chance to go to Alabama and learn under Nick Saban on how to be a head coach. He was already a head coach, wasn't he, at FIU? So that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, but I'll offer you some pushback on that.
Okay,
as a position coach, I understand you're learning from the best, but would you be in fear if you're coaching the same position as a coach who is the best or the greatest coach at coaching that position? Aren't you going to be afraid he's going to be micromanaging you all the time?
Yeah, you just got to withstand it, dog. It's like, hey, I'm going to say this and I'm going to end this call. It's just like Mr. Miyagi and Daniel's son. He didn't understand why he had to paint the fence and why he had to wax the car. But when it came to kick that dude behind, guess what he did? He waxed the car and he painted the fence and then he hit it. He didn't understand. He had to stand on the crane and kick him in the nose. That's what I'm trying to say, baby. Sometimes we don't understand the method to the madness until we're in the fight and we use those tools. So thank you, Anthony, as always, man.
Okay, thank you.
Appreciate it, dog. Thank you, man. You know you're more than welcome to call back. Got to get Brother Jay Blaze on. So I hope you guys understood that. Big shout out to Matt Ashme. Oh, I missed it. Big shout out to Matt Ashme in the building. What's up with you, man? You need to hit me up, dog. Time tick, 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 tick. You know what I'm talking about, man. But anyway, Jay Blaze, go ahead and call in, man, for somebody else beat you to it. But anyhow, so hopefully Anthony understood what I was saying in the sense of, yeah, sometimes you feel like you got to take a step back, but he's learning. He's going to learn so much, not only how to coach the position, how to manage team, how to manage people, how to, set up practices. That's how you learn as a coach. The more coaches you're around, the more tools you pick up. And why not pick up a tool from the GOAT? Let's call it a spade a spade. Let's call a spade a spade. If I had a chance to go pick up a tool, I'm going to go pick up a tool from the master. You understand? Not because I want to figure out on my own. That's pride right there. And as coaches, no coach ever came check this out. I'm gonna give y'all a secret about coaching. No coach ever really, how do I say this? There's nothing new under the sun about coaching. What it is about coaching is you take pieces from everybody and then you create your own style. Every high school coach that comes out, they coach two different ways. Either what they learned, because they say they didn't go to college, so what they learned in high school, or when if they played, they're gonna run the same thing that the playbook in which they ran. It's just that simple. That's coaching. Until he go learn something new. What I coached my last year coaching was nothing nowhere near what I coached my first year coaching. Years of going to clinics, years of going to sitting down with coaches in the office, years of going here, years of the game changing. Brother Jay Blaze, go ahead and hit us up, man. Coach Boled, what's up with you, man? All right. Ms. Wilcox in the building. What's going on? Let me see. Well, he can play now or I guess sit behind others on the sideline. Sherman, I guess you're talking about Shamar. Shamar, the number one player. It's a personal preference. You know what I mean? Sometimes you come out too early and you shoot yourself in the foot. You know? Let's call Brother Jay Blaze. I know he got something on his chest. Call his house. Calling somebody's house.
Hello.
Man, you won't call me, so I'm gonna call you, bro. What's up?
All right. Hey, I called. It was just ringing.
Yeah, because Anthony was on. I had Anthony on at the time. He beat you to it.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, I was like, wow, I couldn't get through.
It's all good.
On, Coach Hayes?
I'm good, baby, man. Long time no here. Feel like it's been forever since I talked to you, man.
Yeah, I know, man. I told you I'm going through, man, my mother's situation now.
Yeah, how is she?
Yeah. She is not good.
No.
She with the Lord. You know, she in the Lord's hands.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
Like a hospice type thing.
Gotcha.
So,
well, you know, we here for you, man. Y'all prayers up in the chat for Brother Jay Blaze's mom. She's been battling this for a long time. And like, you know this, brother, you got my number offline, so just call me if you ever need me, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But hey, man, this is what I want to say, man. A lot of things that I know we all on social media, and I know just like Streeter and a couple of people that's real close around the franchise, around the school, and they hear different information, but we all know Mario keep it close to the vest, you know what I'm saying? And he want to do it the right way. And just because we didn't hear or things haven't been announced that coaches, we haven't, have a offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, or other coaches, don't mean he don't have them. And it could be a reason why, when it all comes out, I believe when it all comes out and he lays it out, his staff, I believe we're going to know those answers, why he didn't put it out, and I think we're going to be so excited when we find out who it is that it ain't going to even matter at that point in time. But being as though National Signing Day is about to come up, now we pressing.
So let me ask you a question, Jay. So let me ask you a question. What's the benefit? Okay, hold on. Let me ask you this. What is the benefit? What would be the benefit of saying I have this guy, right? Hold on, let me just hear this out. What would be the benefit of saying I hired Brother Jay Blaze? Like I got Brother Jay Blaze. And not tell anybody. What's the benefit to the program? Forget the fans. Forget Coach Hayes.
Okay.
What's the benefit?
I'm gonna give you three reasons.
I know, but I want to say this. What's the benefit to the staff? What's the benefit to the players currently on the roster? And what would be the benefit to the recruits to say, I'm not going to announce who these people are? Because apparently people don't know. And listen, I'm gonna tell you this. Mario probably can keep it tight to his chest. But listen, any secret, once it's out, it's out. Once you tell one of these players, bro, these you come on. If not, boy, Mario Cristobal got some mind control. These same 15-year-olds can't keep a secret about anything. They post everything. They post their own criminal activity.
No question.
Hold on, they post their own criminal activity on social media, but they gonna keep the secret of who a coach might be for the Hurricane. What you think got what more priority? My criminal activity? You got recruits on getting caught on there with a pistol on Instagram and a bag of weed. He hold on, he ain't smart enough to take that down, but he's smart enough to keep a secret about who the coach is. I don't know.
Right. That's why he ain't gonna reveal it to them. You know, he ain't gonna reveal it. But I'm gonna give you one reason it could be is because we all know he's not gonna. We assume. Let's say we assume that these people are with other organizations. You know, they obligated. You know, as far as probably money wise in a contract. You know, they obligated. They can't get out the contract to a
six of them.
Certain, huh?
But if money's no object, my thing is this: here's the deal. This is when you talk about money, Jake. If everybody wants Shamar Stewart, if everybody wants Shamar Stewart like they say they do, and it's rumored that he don't have a defensive coordinator, trust me, Shamar Stewart is worth the buyout for whoever that coach is. Because why? He's going to win you ball games that's going to make that money right back.
Right.
Come on.
Right. I mean, but there's rules and obligations. I mean, there's rules like NCAA got rules. You know what I'm saying?
Jay Blaze, come on, brother.
Rules, then you in violation.
Brother. So everybody else done broke the rules? Everybody else done found coaches. Hold on. Everybody else done found coaches that they could buy out. Hold on, I got a better one. Hold on, I got a better one.
You know exactly how strict he is.
Yeah, but I got a better one. Georgia just took McClendon, who inked a contract with the Hurricanes, and they bought that out.
Right.
Literally, they inked it. UCF inked a contract with T-Will, and he was with us.
He was at another organization. Right.
McClendon was at Miami, throwing up the U with his eyes closed, talking about, don't sleep on the U. Don't sleep on the U.
Man, McClendon could have been playing blind eye and had a plan before when he came from Oregon.
He could have
already had that in place. But what we do know is, I bet you Mario knew it before we knew it.
Of course he knew it.
He went to Mario and so I bet you went to Mario and said, you know, I'm about to go. I'm gonna take this in Georgia.
Sure did.
I'm gonna be gone. So
but you're supposed to.
Mario got a plan A, B, and C. So if we put our trust in our head coach, and he's a good head coach, and he got a good track record, wouldn't you think that he would have people on his Rolodex like these agents have? They just don't talk to one person; they talk to many, and many can be, available. You probably got coaches calling Mario saying, "Could I be on the Miami Hurricanes staff?" So
Blaze,
and you probably got alumni. You probably got alumni that's putting their bid in. That's
Blaze.
Probably.
Can I ask you this?
So I mean, hey,
Blaze, you don't even, because you smiling. I don't even have FaceTime, and I can hear you smiling. I can hear you smiling.
Okay.
You don't even believe what you're saying right now, dog.
No, listen. Okay,
Blaze.
all right. This what I do know. I'm so you can see. This what we agree on. Mario Cristobal is a great coach. He's a good coach. He got a good track record. Am I correct? This is why he was hired.
And this is unprecedented for him. And that's what's scary. Hold on. This right here is what bothers me. That's what's scary. What's scary is what? The fact that if he's a good coach, you say he's a great coach, I'm with that. I'm with y'all. What's scaring me Man, I appreciate it, man. Y'all guys subscribing. Y'all got Jay Love for the $4.99 super chat. Let me pop this up right quick before I say it, because he may be saying something. Thank you for keeping it real, Coach. Let me call in, please. Brother Jay Love, listen, I'm going to give you the 10 seconds, about a 10-second delay. I'm going to give you the 10-second shout out before I get Brother Jay Blaze on the phone, so start calling. Or text me the last 4 digits of your number, and I'll call you back. Here's my question, bro. Here's my question, Jay.
Gotcha.
Would you agree or disagree? Do you have some concern for my coaching?
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I
Always
need.
got concern.
That's it. No.
Ain't nothing guaranteed.
No. Would you disagree or agree that the length of time it's taking to get coach? I'm not even talking about what coaches. The time period with signing day 3 days away, we have 6 vacancies. 6 vacancies. The only vacancies we don't have are Oregon coaches and one guy from Ole Miss, Kevin Smith.
That we know of.
It's still vacant. It doesn't matter. They're vacant. I'm asking as a fan.
But he already got the people in place.
So why are you playing hide and go seek with them? Like, I don't understand the benefit. What I'm trying to say is I don't understand the benefit of playing hide and go seek with the coaches if you have them already. If money's not an object, hold on. If money's not an object, right? It's not the coaches. Somebody just donated cash up, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. If money's not an object, if these things are not an object, why are we playing hide and go seek with the coach? I don't understand, because here's the problem. Hold on. Here's the issue. Hold on. We did. I got you, but I want to ask the last question. That you can ask me 1,000 questions. Okay. If based on that logic, why are we not playing hide and go seek with Mirabal? Why we didn't play hide and go seek with Feld? Why we didn't go play hide and go seek with Kevin Smith? Why we didn't play hide and go seek even with McClendon? If you knew McClendon was, like you said, man, Mario Cristobal may have known McClendon was about to leave. So why not hold him close to your vest to see if he was going to leave? So you don't embarrass yourself. I'm not saying he is embarrassed, but I'm just saying to have a guy come on your staff for a couple of weeks and then dip on you.
First, I want to say it ain't all on Mario. It's also who they got from Clemson. It's also on his shoulders too now.
No, not at this point.
To help out to sign these contracts.
No, not at this point. No.
Oh, okay. All right.
So hold on. So based on that, what you saying with Kubiak, I forgot his name. I checked it up. Based on Cutter Up. I say Cutter Up. I don't know his name, but the AD. Right. So if that's the case, can I tell you something right now? Based on what you just said, if the AD is not sealing the deal with all of those names I had on the doggone thumbnail, then he is a saboteur. He is sabotaging our program. I'm being honest. Think about it. Because I've been through that. Hold on, I've been through that. You know why I know? I've had coaches. This is God's truth. The principal I had coaches drive from Miami, came up here. I already knew him, but we went through a quote unquote interview. I told him to drive here because I wanted them to meet the head man so he would see what was happening, trying to get coaches in the building. He wouldn't even meet them. I had coaches, bro. Listen, if y'all know anything about high school coaching, if you're the only high school football coach in the building, it's tough. I was the only coach in the 8A program in the building because the dude would not hire anybody. Everybody I asked, he would not hire them. Guess what he became? A saboteur. He sabotaged the program. And so if the AD is doing what you said, ain't sealing the deal, and money ain't an object, that dude is sabotaging the Mario Cristobal right now. Somebody need to be fired. So anyway.
Anything could be possible.
Before you ask your question, let me get his money out. Big Wit Cleaning, 1999. With spring ball a few weeks out, can a coach install an offense or defensive philosophy without an OC or DC? Have you ever heard of a team having spring ball without a DC or OC? Strange hiring staff without the OC. Listen, I'm going to answer that quickly. First question, it'll be very difficult because you don't know what the new philosophy is going to be. Second is, no, I have not heard of it. And 3, strange hiring staff without the OC. Yes. So, man, appreciate the 1999 Big Wig Cleaning, man. Thank you so much. But yeah, this is back to my concern. So go ahead, brother Jay Blaze.
Now, before with Mario, that law firm, they did their search. It took time. That we kept pressing it, like when it's gonna be Lane Kiffin, when. And then all of a sudden, soon as they said Mario, everybody like, yes, But this is kind of like the same situation, but a little different. Mario can already have the defensive coordinator right now, but he's just keeping it under wrap. For what reason? Like you said, it could be. Now, for what reason, we don't know until after the fact, and then we will understand. But my question is, say you was with, say, the Dallas Cowboys, you a coach for the Dallas Cowboys, but the Miami Dolphins wanted you as a coach, but you still got a contract to a certain date, and you getting paid like $50 million to $100 million with the Dallas Cowboys. But if you leave at this certain time, you won't. And I go and sign with this franchise contract with the Dolphins, I won't get that some of that money that I already had. Now, whatever the Dolphins going to sign you with, I can have that money plus what I used to have. Why just we talk about money? We could have it all if we just buy by the rules. But just that's just one aspect of.
Okay, but you know why that logic doesn't work in essence? Because if they want you that bad, they'll buy you out. That's one. They'll buy out your contract. That's why they have buyouts.
But say they can't buy it out.
We just said the wallet open, and here's my problem. Okay, also based on that, if we were looking for one coach, maybe two, we're looking for 6 coaches. You're going to tell me all 6 coaches through the entire continent is in that situation? Negative.
If I told you tomorrow evening that we would know who these coaches are, would that make a difference?
Yes, it would make a difference, but because again, here's the deal. As the old saying goes, an idle mind is the devil's workshop. The problem is we've been idle so long, we are now starting to come up with all kinds of names. No, we're coming up with Jason Candle. Like, bro, we're talking about a dude that's 7-6 in the MAC conference that ain't blowing the MAC conference. Like, what are we doing? We're coming up with all types of names.
I got you, but we don't. I mean, I don't know. I do want us to have the OCDC out in front, the staff laid out. I mean, that's a mystery. Like, I mean, we all frustrated because it's a mystery, and it affects recruiting. But that's what we know as social media. That's what we know, the information. But it could be a whole totally different story on his end.
I agree.
That's all I want to say.
All I'm asking is, but Blaze, I'm gonna say this, man. I'm a roll because I got a lot of people called. I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
See, one thing about it, right? You can't have things in life both ways.
Right.
We can't say the university says money's no object. We're turning this around. Because Cristobal is in there talking about the facilities they're building, the things they're getting, the new locker room, the new weight room, all of this stuff. And then it comes to coaching, which probably is the most pivotal piece to the success of your program. And we're penny pinching. Money should not be the object. What I'm trying to say, hold on. So here's what I'm saying. If money is not the object, see, back to the logic. I hear people saying, King Kyle says, why you panicking? What's up, King Kyle? How you doing, man? And then other people are saying, well, coach, they're still looking at NFL guys. It's 4 teams playing. 3, really. There's nobody else playing. What are we like? Think about this. Ken Dorsey already been hired. Like, we already know the Miami Dolphins got 3 head coaching candidates. Like, we know these things. It's out here. We have no candidates, dog. There's no candidates up there now.
Well, you got the Dolphins linebacker coach.
That's
but,
that's a name. That's not a candidate. Bro,
that's a
I've seen
name,
over
yeah, you
17
right.
names,
You
not
right.
candidates, not finalists.
Right.
Candidates. What I'm trying to say is,
but we on Mario time though. We on Mario time.
I see.
We gonna do it.
I pray to God.
We gonna do it this way.
Listen, I pray to God. This thing come out, and I hope to God he go 11-1, 10-2, whatever it is. I told you, I'm his number one fan. I'm not against him.
Right.
But what I do know, and you know this too, Blaze, and and the rest of the chat, and whoever else listening knows this. If Abuela in the back making some roast con pollo, she know this too. If we go out there and drop 7-6, 7-5, first thing gonna come out. We don't have no coaches. We took too long to hire coaches.
Yeah.
Watch.
Yeah.
Watch. I'm telling y'all. And my concern, I'm gonna say this, Jay. My concern that I had when I was talking about the Lane Kiffin Mario Cristobal, 2 months later, is the same concern. Am I right or wrong?
You right.
This is the only concern I had. This is the only concern I had. Hey, JT Love, get ready to call in. That's your 10-second warning. This right here is the only concern that I had for Mario Cristobal was hitting goal on the coordinators. And we don't even have them yet. I would be so interested to find.
That's the key to Mario.
I know. I've been saying that since November.
Yeah, when you a head coach like that, and you take that position, that's why it's taking this long time to evaluate. Once he choose, he got to choose correctly. So that's why that could be a reason why it's taking so long. I mean, you want the best. It's going to take time. It ain't easy. You just make a phone call and say, yeah.
Yes, it is. No, Jay Blaze. No, yes, it is. It's just that simple. You want to know why?
The money, huh?
It's all about the money. We said we got the money because you. Why are you laughing?
You just said we just talk about the money. We just said the money now ain't really a factor.
I know, but what I'm saying, no, that's my point. The best wants to get paid the best money. So because we're saying money's not a factor, we should have been able to get the best. I think I lost him, man. I think I lost Brother Jay Blaze, man. For some reason, I think it shut off. Anyway, we should be able to get the best when it comes to money. The best ain't gonna wait for you. You got to go get it. Right? The best is not gonna wait for you. You got to go get the best. And if money was not an object, why we ain't shooting our shot at the best? He said, boy, Coach Hayes is a real hater. I appreciate it. Call and talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
What up, Coach Hayes, man? This is J Love T, man. Good evening, bro, and good evening, Canes family.
What's up, man? Anyway, hold on real quick. I want to phone call disconnected. Yeah, sorry about that, Jay, but I'm not sure how I disconnected. But somebody said I'm a real hater. This is why I don't like to do these shows, because I don't want people to think I'm a hater. But one thing I am is a realist. I believe in talking reality. And I was just simply saying, if the money is not an object and the best is available, why are we not getting the best? That's all I'm saying. Why are we not? Bro, Oregon pretty much got a full staff. Akron, the guy that left Oregon, then went to Akron and pretty much got a full staff. Your boy Freeman, from Marcus Freeman from Notre Dame, he done went and poached people. Think about it. Derek Freeman has gone to Ohio State and took Al Washington up out of there, and he tried to get Brian Hartline. Hell, Rhett Lashley don't even win and got a staff. Go for it.
Jim Moorhead got a staff already.
That's what I'm talking about. Akron.
Listen, man, they call you a hater.
Hey, Duke got a full staff.
No, the problem with the Hurricane fan base, and thank you for your time, we wait until the last minute to question things, man. Now the excuse is, Mario's waiting until after National Signing Day so his new staff can finish recruiting at their old school. Like, come on, man. I gotta do better than that, bro.
I tell you, they keep moving the goalposts. Why? Let me ask you this. Why on God's green earth, we know what kind of game we playing. Why on God's green earth would I allow, first of all, I wouldn't even want a coach to do that because, to be honest with you, that is a disadvantage to a kid. Let's just say he is doing his recruitment for that player. See, everybody likes to take the narrative for their part. If we're saying, which I don't believe any of that, but let's just use their logic. If Mario Cristobal wants J Love T to finish his recruiting so he can then get the guy, wouldn't that hurt the player more than anything? Because that guy believes you're going to be there, right?
Facts.
That doesn't make sense. Wouldn't you rather have? I would rather have J Love T on my staff to possibly maybe bring that kid along with him. What are we talking about? That's what, again, moving the goalpost, brother. But go ahead.
Yeah, man. I like I said, man, thank you for being a realist. Thank you for keeping it real. Not one time you said that Mario was going to fail. Not one time you spoke ill about Mario. You just have questions, just like me. When T-Rob got poached from Alabama, I panicked on Twitter. Everybody called me a negative Nancy. Oh, I want to see Mario fail already. Don't worry, we got B-Mac. We got B-Mac on the staff. We got Mario. Now those same people that say we got B-Mac, they're singing crickets right now. Talking about they want Lamar Thomas to replace him. Come on, man. Y'all gotta question something. Like I said, I'm not happy right now as a Hurricane fan. Because at the end of the day, for you people that's saying that this is nothing, that this is you're delusional. Because Mario Cristobal's success is riding on the people around him. He's a CEO. So if we got an unlimited pocketbook, what's the purpose of having an unlimited pocketbook if we can't double the salaries of the people that we have already? How can you let Alabama take T-Rob for an extra $300,000? How you got a young protege, right? You gave him the co-OC title, correct? Am I right, Coach Chase? We gave B-Mac the co-OC title, correct?
Hold on, think about this. You gave him a co-OC title and don't even have a coordinator.
And then he left for a demotion. A demotion, coach? I ain't never seen that. But I ain't never seen that in my life, bro. Never. Yeah. So like I said, man, thank you for keeping it real. Everything that you've said, I've been saying it for the past couple of days, especially today. I'm worried. I'm concerned. This has been has been not normal. At the same time, I don't like it. I don't see what's the point. And now that Mario has been hired, it looks mid right now. It looks mid. I'm keeping it real. Call me a hater. Call me a negative Nancy. It looks mid, especially when T-Rob and B-Mac went out the door. So that's, like I said, that's my issue. Hey, Coach A, I have another question.
Go for it.
What's the purpose? What can Mario do at this point? Because at the end of the day, you lost probably one of the top 3 defensive backs coaches in the country. Hurricane fans call T-Rob overrated. Those are idiots. Whatever. People saying that B-Mac left. We all know B-Mac is top 5 in the country. What can Mario do at this point? Because at the end of the day, what's the point of having this money? And we still getting poked. What's the point? That's the whole, like, what's the point?
Here's what I'm saying. It's like having a bunch of money and you going to Neiman Marcus and window shopping. Go inside and buy something, bro. Go inside and buy something. Right? Go inside and buy something. It's okay. You got a pocket full of money. Like, it's like you got a pocket full of money and you're in the business of, big bank take little bank at this point. Go get what you want. Somebody telling you right now, we got the bank open. Get what you need. What do you need? If somebody told me right now, Coach Hayes, I'm going to come and sponsor your your YouTube channel. What do you need? I already got a list. I already know what it costs. I already know everything, right? because
Fact.
I watch my Shark Tank, right? I watch my Shark Tank, so I be prepared for these questions. Because if somebody say, "Hey, if I invest X amount of dollars in you, Coach Hayes, what are you gonna spend the money on?" Well, right here, one, my first priority is this, and this. Right? I already know what I need. I know what I want. I know how I want to spend the dollars, right? Or at least percentage wise. If it ain't as much, I'm at least percentage wise. I'm gonna spend here, there, da. It's the same thing. If they're saying we got the money, money's no object. Why we don't have any coaches? I'm just saying, bro, the only coaches we have on staff are Oregon coaches, guys who came from Oregon. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
And one from Ole Miss. I give him credit for that.
Yeah. No, for Ole Miss. But what I'm saying is, we got 4 coaches, bro. We got 6 available.
Into February.
Bro, it's February tomorrow, dog.
Yeah.
It'll be February in 4 hours, bro.
Hayes, I'm one of the fans that always call things out early, even when people don't want to hear it. There is no way on God's green earth. I'm saying it first. There is no way on God's green earth we can wait another 2 weeks and TVD stays on this roster.
Hey, listen, I'm sorry for laughing at you, man. 72 New Creature says, "Boy, I can see the hating all in your mustache, Coach Hayes." Hey, that's funny. But it's for you. Get out of here with that bull crap. Ain't nobody hating. I'm calling real facts. Ain't nobody out here hating, man. Matter of fact, get one more, man. Slap that dude, man. All I'm saying is I'm not hating. Let's be honest. All right, 72 New Creature. You got a son right now recruited by University of Miami to play quarterback. You gonna send him to the University of Miami? We ain't even got a quarterback coach. How you know what he gonna learn?
I don't even understand the Shamar Stewart situation, Coach. How do we expect Shamar Stewart to come through? Like, what defense we gonna run? I mean, say what you want to say. Remember, you can't go by what the coach say. You got to go by what the coach put on film. Am I right or am I wrong?
I agree.
So like I said, man, I'm confused right now, man. There's 3 things I don't like. I don't like the purse. We say we got a big purse because that's what it looked like, right? It can't be a wallet because we ain't poached. We're getting poached. They say we got a big purse. It's not being put into use. Number 2, Mario's playing media games with everybody. I don't know what beef he got. Well, I don't know if it's the fans, it's the YouTube insiders, the Twitter insiders. He ain't saying nothing, which is completely real. And to be honest, it's childish because I don't know what's the point of having secrets, in my opinion. And 3, we're moving too slow. I understand Saban does things these ways, but Mario's not Saban. I understand he did it before in Oregon, but we're not Oregon. We don't have the best resources in the ACC. We're not the top dogs of the ACC. So you're comparing apples and oranges right now, bro.
Listen, man.
So, yeah, man. Like I said, man, thank you, Coach. I appreciate it. And thank you for keeping real and keep stepping on Mario's necks when he's not doing right because nobody else wants to. Everybody's stepping on eggshells right now, man. Thank you, Coach.
Anytime, man. I appreciate it. Hey, I love the fact you guys are jumping in on the subscribe button, man. Thank you so much, man. That boy J Love T hot right now. You got more than welcome to call back in. I'm gonna get off of here in a little bit. Got a few minutes. I always say I'm gonna do an hour, but end up dealing 2 because I love y'all so much. But that's 72. But I like 72. I don't know who he is. But hey, Ash, me appreciate you, man. I just checked it, man. Thank you so much. For anybody who donates on Cash App or maybe even PayPal, I don't make a public announcement simply because maybe something private you want to do, and that's fine. But with all that being said, we got another caller been trying to call in for the longest. They got a lot of missed calls up here. So 786 area code, they from the crib. Talk to us.
Hello, Coach.
Is this Miss Wilcox?
Can you hear me?
I surely can. Is this Miss Wilcox?
You ready for it?
Hold on. Let me take a sip of my cane juice. Hold on.
You ready? Take 3 or 4 because you got to get ready for it.
Listen. Let me hold up. Let me get my chair right.
You might as well.
Now, everybody listening to the smooth sounds
It's
of
called
Miss
data breach.
Wilcox. All right, go
It's
for
called data breach.
it. Data breach. All right.
The lawyers have the right to go and meet with different coaches before that coach decides with Mario. You got 2 coaches that came in to get the 2 to make it 4 and made it 6. So guess what? T-Rob and Mac, they know what players you're going for. So they're to sabotage the kids' mind, to change their mind, to come to them between, or pull your players. So these 2 coaches, Georgia and Alabama, are spying. They didn't have no right to do it, but they love to do what they did. See, it gets you in a hole. So you going down a rabbit hole, but you can't know what Mario is doing because he has to hold something before he tell the world. Because remember, Miami made Alabama because Coach Saban did not have no coaches to go to Alabama. He said, I'm not going. And he told Alabama, don't do this. So guess what? Miami made Alabama. Don't you forget that. Every coach that left Alabama made Nick Saban. So get it straight. Drink some more juice because you need it. Okay?
I'm drinking it right now.
I'm done. I'm done because I told you got to wait. This man's a manifester. He cannot play all his hands to everybody. And guess what? We can't talk because each time we talk, they're going to send somebody out to get that coach because guess what? It's called data breach. The lawyers have more power than the school.
Okay, can I ask a question? Can I ask one question?
Go ahead. Talk to me.
Why is out of 130 other Division I programs, 129 of them don't have a data breach? Everybody else is hiring coaches, poaching coaches, paying out contracts, bringing guys in. They're doing business as normal. Why is it out of 130, 129 are doing it? We're the only program that can't seem to have that we have a data breach.
Because you the one broke and made all the rules. You started everything and everybody took it. That should answer your question. You're never a copycatter. You're the manifester. Miami manifests so much. And guess what? They pulled everything up on the road, made new rules that Miami can't do. Okay? That's the problem. You can't break the rules what you used to because you're the one manifests all that. They can't. Nick Saban looks like Miami back in the days. Look alike. Oh, they got to change like Miami got look alike. Oh, we got T-Rob. Oh, but he's only there to coach the quarterback and do a few other things. But guess what? He was only there 1 year, didn't do anything. Guess what? He can pull your players at this time. Wake up and smell the smoke. Okay? Because the Kool-Aid ain't good. I need you to drink some more because you got to learn a lesson today.
Hold on. Here we go. Mm-hmm.
So all y'all need to sit back and relax. Let him do his thing because guess what? Once an adult gonna come to the light, he wears a black hat, not a white hat. He's not a showboat. He controls.
I love it. Ms. Wilcox, as always, I'm going to give you something I never did for you. You ready?
Yeah. Thank you. And you be blessed. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.
Y'all give it up in the chat, man, for Ms. Wilcox. Y'all hit that like button if you like what she's talking about. If you don't like what she was talking about, hit that like button. I was lost at the Alabama part, but we'll figure it out. 336 area code, talk to us. Where's that? Where's the 336 area code name?
No, this is in High Point, North Carolina.
All right, High Point. I love it. Talk to her. Do me a quick favor. If you cut your background down just a little bit, it's gonna give some feedback. Excuse me.
All right, that's good.
Yeah, you're perfect. Go for it. Talk to us.
All right. This is Ali from High Point, North Carolina.
All right, Ali.
And I've been a Hurricane fan since '82, and I just want to know what's taking Mario so long to get the coaches.
My man, we've been on this show for 1 hour, 49 minutes, and 52, 53, 54 seconds, and we've been asking that question that long. I have no idea. I don't have an answer for you. I have no clue.
Because I mean, he's doing good with the recruitings and stuff, but what they use having recruits coming there if they don't have no defensive back coach, linebacker coach, and stuff like that? The recruits might change their mind and go somewhere else.
I could agree with that. Here's what Mario's good at. He's good at recruiting. He's good at having people believe in the system. Nothing wrong with that. He does an excellent job of that. I've seen him put the work in. I've seen dudes be out there fired up, right?
Right.
And that's good to get them there. Now, once they're here, now what? Right?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
It's just like, you know, I said this earlier. I like to use analogies because I think people learn a lot when you use real world analogies to different situations. You ever went to the club, Ali? Been to the club before?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you married? I was say you married? You married?
No, I'm single.
Okay. Well, you had a girlfriend or something. You ever met her at you would go to the club and you walk in and you see the beautiful young lady. If you sit around and wait, another dude gonna scoot right inside because she ain't pretty just to you. She pretty to a lot of people.
So you got to make that first move before somebody else makes it.
You got to slide in, right? Not saying you're gonna get her, but if you do, because if you sit and wait, get what? Ali, you sitting back there waiting, Coach Hayes gonna slide up in that thing. And you're gonna be sitting back there talking about, man, I wish I'd have stepped to her. Now you see me in Jet Magazine getting married. Y'all know about Jet Magazine back in the day, used to show you marriage pictures. But anyway, I'm just trying to say, what I'm trying to say in this game is very similar to that. You can't sit around and wait when you got your mindset on something. Money's not an object. Of course it is an object, but we have enough money in that sense. If they're going to pour the money in that program to make considerable hires, we got to make that move. Here's the deal. If Mario Cristobal can sell a shorty to come to the program, I know he can sell an adult to come to the program to coach it.
Yeah, because see, I coach football. I'm a defensive coordinator.
Okay.
And you got to have that coordinator be there to teach the players what systems you gonna coach, what y'all gonna be in, and everything. It ain't gonna be no overnight thing. It's gonna be like let's get ready to be February. You got to start now on up until August, then before the season start. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So when the season start, everybody be on the same page, know what defense they in and everything.
Correct. I agree with you. But Ali, I appreciate it, man. Thank you for calling in from High Point, North Carolina, man. You got another question?
Man. Like I said, see, I'm 50 years old, and I've been a Hurricane since Benny Blade, Brian Blades, and all of them.
Good, man. Them Blade brother, they refereed my game before, man. That dude called crazy unsportsmanlike on me, man. But that's my dog. I love him. But anyway, man, I appreciate you calling in, man. Thanks a lot.
Oh, yeah, no problem, man. Take care.
Yeah, hit that sub button, man. We're trying to get to 20K.
All right, I got you.
Sure enough. All right, real quick, I want to address this. Terry Bahan, excuse me if I pronounced that wrong. Mario only had time to recruit. You can hire and poach coaches anytime. Terry, let me explain something. Your coaches are an extension. They go out and recruit as well. He can't recruit everybody. You get 10 coaches for a reason. You cast your net. Huh? Another great analogy. I'm not sure if you're a fisherman or not. Have you ever thrown a fishing line out there with no hook on it? You ain't gonna catch nothing. Because it doesn't have anything to grab. That's why you have a net that opens up. It don't have any hooks on it. And when it closes up, it catches everything. It's the same thing in recruiting. I hope that analogy worked. Kind of sucked as I thought about it while I was doing it. But what I'm saying is, if I have, let's just speak logically here, Terry. If I have 4 coaches plus myself, 5 coaches going out recruiting, can I touch more people then if I had 10 coaches plus myself going out, 11 people going out recruiting, how much more area could I cover? How much more recruiting ground could I cover? It's only 24 hours in a day, bro. Come on, Terry. Talk to me. Come on, Terry. Talk to me. Talk to me, Terry. Y'all give me a call. I want to talk to somebody. Kevin Stefanski, appreciate it. It's a love your show, bud. Thank you, man. Appreciate you coming by. Hit that sub, bud. Let me check right now. We almost had 20,000 subscribers. Y'all been jumping on here. Let me see how many we got now. Got to give me a live update. Y'all. We at 19,944. What does that mean? We are 56 away. 56 away from hitting 20 stacks. That's huge right there, guys. Less than 2 years, right? We did 10,000 on the first year, just right before the first year. And then we doing 20,000 before the second year, which is April 4th. So we working on it, man. Let's make this thing happen. Come on, guys. Somebody call in before I cut this thing off. I'm about to get up off here anyway. I got 4 minutes. I'll try to do 2 hours. I'm going to take one more good call. King Kyle, man. I love you, man. I remember last time I remember we had the same name. It's still early. Season 8 months away. Calm down. King Kyle, let me tell you something about coaching. We have players that have been in your program 4 years and don't get it to midway season of their senior year. You need all the time you can get. I don't know why y'all think this is just like you just put it out there and just let them run around and play. It doesn't work that way. Can I tell you why Alabama is good? Not only because they got great players, but those young boys who've been sitting on the bench, been in that system already. So now when it's their turn, they've been rocking and rolling. Come on. Let me see what my new dog, my trolls, got to say. He said, go ahead. I blame you for putting all this negative energy on social media. I love it. Get up out of here, man. I like 72. Coach, you tripping. I'm not tripping. If coaching, listen, if the season is 8 months away, what's the importance of spring football? What's the importance? Why do we have spring football? Why is there summer conditioning and workouts and installs? Why is there fall camp? Why is there spring camp? Why is there summer camp? All of those camps are integral into training. I swear I don't know why y'all don't understand that. This game is the closest game you're going to get. And I've never been in the military. The closer you're going to get to the military. The Navy SEALs train all day, every day for one mission that may not ever come. But when it does, they highly, highly train for it. Right? The Osama bin Laden, they train. They even train if a helicopter crashed. And guess what happened? A helicopter crashed. And they still got the job done. Guys, this game is a civilian war. I don't know how to explain this. And it's a thinking man's game. It ain't just running into bodies anymore. Practice is important. Practice? We're talking about practice? Yeah, we're talking about practice. You trying to get 11 bodies on your side of the ball to think like one. Come on, man. Y'all tripping. Call us 786. Talk to us.
What's going on, man? I just want to say I love your show, man.
I appreciate it, man. Who is this?
It's the Eldridge Primus. That's, I'll be coming on you.
I got you. What's up with you, man? Thank you for calling, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, I feel like you, man. Like you say, man. You set the ball. Wherever he pushed the ball, that's where you're gonna take it at.
That's it. We played Bethune-Cookman first game. Listen, we played Bethune-Cookman first. We beat them by 50. I expect the next time we play a team of that caliber, we beat them by 50. We play Texas A&M and we beat them by a field goal. I love it. I expect the next time we play Texas A&M, not Texas, but a team of that caliber, We beat them at least by a field goal. That's how I'm taking this season.
Yeah. I'm pretty much right now, I guess we are at a standstill because right now, everybody anxious now and it's long overdue. So we basically should have a coaching staff, something in place close to it right now. And it seems like we are far away from it. And, like you say, it's starting to look like you was right from the beginning when we was talking about Lane Kiffin. Like you say, Mario is a CEO, but a great recruiter. No matter who you get in Miami, if you get anybody with common sense in Miami, at the University of Miami, you should be able to get to the ACC on the regular just by the recruiting he's able to do. He's going to be able to do that on a high level.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, once we get coaches in and stuff like that, Miami going to be, no matter what, in the thick of things because you're able to get South Florida talent on a consistent basis. You know what I'm saying? So he do have good connections. You know what I'm saying? But like you say, he got to rely on offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators. You know what I'm saying? For Miami to be successful. Which, I mean, he got the money, so it should be able to do it. Even if, you know what I'm saying, right now is at a standstill. He wasn't aggressive. He want to take his time and get, whoever he choose to. But, right now it's pretty much crunch time. We got a guy like Shamar, we definitely love to have him, and they still may be able to get him. And who knows? He may not have made no announcement or whatever, or maybe he made an announcement to Shamar. Who knows? You see what I'm saying? And it's just like the Dolphins right now. Fired a hell of a coach. And, I hate to say it, but goddamn, the general manager look like a goddamn a house N-word, You know what I'm saying? That's what it's starting to look like. Now to me, I'm like, damn, because when you look at the whole scenario, you got all these coaches. First of all, Flores is better than a lot of these coaches. Airbnb, you getting all these new offensive coordinators, head coaching job, and Airbnb, even though he lost today, is better than majority of them. They putting up points, or maybe because he got the best quarterback in the league. Who knows? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But, it's crazy, opportunities, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, even for the Dolphins, if you don't hire Jim Harbaugh, you might as well go hire Airbnb, period.
I could take that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Why not? Why not? But Hurricane, man, we're going to be all right. He's just starting off a little shaky right now, like you say, man. But, right now I done got to the point where I'm tired of everybody just talking about the same shit on every YouTube channel, who's all this. And you got even some of the dudes always talking about they got the high. They know who the offensive coordinator is. They just said it for 33 months already, you know what I'm saying? And nobody get hired yet. You see what I'm saying? Come on, y'all flogging, man. Come on, just say, man, we don't know right now. You feel me?
Listen, this is one thing I say, and I'm going to say this and I'll be out of here. One thing I've never said, well, I don't know who these people are going to be. And here's my thing. Can I be honest with you? I don't care. I just want to pick the guy so we can put our players in the best situation. Start learning the system. Somebody said they can only condition it. Trust me. They get playbooks. They got iPads with the plays on there, with the plays being run. Trust me, they can have meetings. They may not be on the football field, but there's a lot of things going on in football right now. Trust me. And this dead period is coming up on Wednesday. After Wednesday is a dead period. What I'm trying to get y'all to
hopefully we got to hire tomorrow, man.
But
we waiting on you, man.
Yeah, but hear what I'm saying.
Another thing, you know what, Coach Hayes? I'm just saying, this is my opinion, right?
Okay.
All right, we're gonna just say Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders able to bring in top recruits just because of his name, and he's a hell of a speaker, motivator, whatever. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Speaker. So I don't know. I mean, they say people be saying Ed Reed never coached. But my understanding, I heard he coached at Buffalo Bills, the defensive backs, right? One time, right?
I think he was like assistant DB coach or something like that, yeah.
I mean, how? I don't know. I mean, gotcha. I'm thinking he has the knowledge to be able, you know what I'm saying? Just because you was a great football player don't mean you're, a decent coach. But I'm pretty sure he got a lot of knowledge on defensive schemes and stuff like that, right? Austin Newsom said he was one of the smartest players he ever coached, and he always went in there and picked his brain on a regular. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, if you did give him, I don't know, would you be willing to give him an opportunity to help out with the defensive back coaches if Ari was wanting to do that full time? But if he did, guess what? His name automatically brings in recruits. Anybody want to go play for him just like they want to play for Deion Sanders. You use his name, Ari, a Hall of Famer, hey, as a high school, hey, I want to go play for him. That's automatic.
Like I said, I'm all for it, bro. If that again, if that's something Ari wants
you
to,
all for whatever they make. You just want to make. You want to see some progress.
All I want to see. Listen, I'm not here to question if Mario Cristobal go gets Bobo the Clown as the offensive coordinator. Coach Hayes over here like this. I don't care.
Yeah.
I trust what he's going to do. I don't have expectations. My expectation is what you do on the field. I keep saying these things. I don't care who you do. What I want to do is make sure that you put our young men in a great situation to be successful come Saturday afternoons, right, in the fall, and then come late fall, early winter, right? We playing for some kind of hardware, whether it's a conference ring, championship ring, whatever ring, and not no bull crap, a doggone Cheez-It bowl. That's all I want. I don't care. You've never heard me say, man, if Mario Cristobal don't get a Derek Mason, he's stupid. I've never said that. If he don't get Kendall Browns, he's an idiot. Never said. I don't care who he gets. Get somebody. Let's the same way you that hard on if you want to be that hard on the recruiting trail, I'm all for you, dog. But let's treat the same players that's on the roster. Let's give them that same love by getting them the tools they need to be successful. And the tools is their coaches.
I agree.
You get what I'm saying? You can't get better if there's nobody there teaching you. If there's no tutelage in ball, you got to be able to teach. That's all I want. I don't care who you pick. You can pick from Coach Hayes to 72 new creature. I don't care.
Yeah, not the hater.
I love that dude. I'm finna put up some. He put that job for that dude. Funny to me, man. Like those. Oh, here you go. Right. Yeah.
Here. Hey, one thing about it, man. You know how to dodge all the negativity and with humor.
Yeah, I don't care about that stuff, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I feel you. But you know what though? Like I say, man. I'm just like you say, man. Hopefully it turns out to be good. But one thing I know, even last year, man, all fans, man, sometimes we are not realistic when it comes to expectations for University of Miami fans. And out last year, man, I thought we might even punch Alabama in the mouth. But the coaching staff and the players just don't believe. And like Ed Reed said, man, they don't believe in they attitude is nothing like how we was. When we step on the field, man, we coming to punch you in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? So I think that what Cristobal will install, you know what I'm saying, with the recruits and, coaching staff, man. Look at him. You at Miami, man. The expectations is to win championships. Fuck an ACC. ACC ain't nothing. When you come to Miami, man, look at him. I'm 176. I'm straight from Miami. You know what I'm saying? Used to play in the Orange Bowl when I was young and stuff like that, So you watching Michael Barrow and all that. So I was spoiled. I mean, me and you, we grew up spoiled watching Miami. Anybody that grew up watching Miami, man, we like national championships. What Alabama expect to do, that's what Miami expect to do. There ain't no second tier. Miami is a top tier school. I mean, we don't fail off the map because of the, whatever. But it's time to get back to what we used to be,
I got it. Well, dog, I appreciate it. I got to get up off here, man. Thank you so much for calling in. As always, I can tell you watch by listening to what you say. I heard you talk about some really previous shows, but I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you.
All right, man. Appreciate you, Coach.
All day, man. Thanks a lot. All right, I cut the number off, man. Appreciate it, man. I'm about to get up out of here. I'm going to just give my little final thoughts of the gig, man. Right here, 72 says, Coach Hayes, why you can't be like Mommy Flo T2Y Street or tell everybody to be patient and calm down, but you pushing all the negative energy, making everybody panic. Dog. I'm saying what they won't say, I guess. I don't know if they didn't say that. I'm calling a spade a spade. That Cane Juice hitting right now. I'm calling a spade, dog. I just call it how I see it. And I'm calling it again, I'm calling it from my perspective of being in this game, knowing time frames, knowing how things move, knowing how people move. You understand? That's how I look at it in that sense. Norman just gave $10. Norman, thank you for the $10. He says, it's possible our next, listen to this comment. And Norman, thank you. I'm using this as an example. Is it possible our next coordinators will be from the NFL teams that were in the playoffs, and maybe we'll have to wait after the Super Bowl? Norman, thank you again. But this back to what I was talking about us moving the goalposts, right? About people moving the goalposts. We've gone from, and I'm gonna say this one last time, and I'm gonna give my final thoughts. We've gone from wait till the college season is over, push the goalpost to wait till the bowl season is over, push the goalpost to wait till the playoffs are over, push the goalpost to wait till the national championship is over, push the goalpost to wait till the NFL season, regular season is over, push the goalpost to wait till the playoffs are over, push the goalpost to now we're where? It's only 3 teams left, dog. Or 4. Let's just say 4 because they played today. Now we wait until after the Super Bowl is over. And we've also pushed it to, somebody just said today, wait till National Signing Day comes, and then we'll get the coaches. Guys, I told you, I don't care who the coordinators are. Whenever you decide, I'm going to break them down and say, hey, I look at what they do. This is what they do from a coaching perspective. They run this. I like this, that, and the other. Concerns about whatever. Call it a day. That's what it is, man. Chug Mobile, $5. Appreciate it. Coach, hey, love your show. Keep doing. You always 120K subs. Kane for life. We almost there, y'all. We almost there. Almost there. I'll leave you alone 72. Anyway, with all that being said, I want to say this. Like I said before, I don't have a problem with whoever Coach Mario Cristobal picks. And Mario Cristobal, I trust. He's our head coach. I'm going to ride with him. My expectations are whatever he sets them to be and whatever the program sets them to be. I just don't like when people, and when I say people, I'm speaking of, not necessarily Cristobal, but in general. We can't say we got an open bag here and then not spend it, right? Not saying we're not going to spend it, but we'll find out. We have a lot of coaches to fill in. We got 6 dudes to fill in. All right, that's that. Second is, recruiting. I personally think that's going to hurt us down the line with this year's of recruit. Find out who it is. Not just Shamar Stewart, but it's probably some other guys out there. Because if I was a father of a kid going ready to go, I could not send my kid to the University of Miami blindly like that. I couldn't do it. It's just not, that wouldn't be fair to my kid. That wouldn't be fair to our family. And to be honest with you, that wouldn't even be fair to the university, because how do I know those two mesh? Right? How do I know that position coach and my kid mesh? Just because, there's some things in there. All right. Hurricane Millie, appreciate you with the super chat. So why is everybody worried? I wish you would have called in earlier, Millie. All right. Let me see here. I've used this example before when it comes to our recruits. It's hard to send a kid to a player to a university and they haven't even met the position coach, right? Think about what happens on a recruiting. Just think about what happens on a recruiting trip. On a recruiting trip, of course, you're going to meet the head coach. You're going to meet the recruiting coordinator. You're going to meet their strength and conditioning coach. You're going to meet an academic advisor. You're going to meet, they even take you, believe this or not, they even take you to go sit, like, they have like a lecture class. When you go around through the academic portion of your visit, I've seen coaches sit kids in the back of a lecture room just to see what the classes are like. Hear what I'm saying? They'll sit you in the back of their class so you can hear what a lecture like, what it's like to be in a college class. But I ain't gonna even talk to my position coach. I don't even know who that person's gonna be. That's tough. That's a tough sell. And hat off to Mario Cristobal. He has sold it. We got quite a few guys. I'm just saying, we got to be able to do this. All right. So with all that being said, y'all think Miami Flow getting ready to come on right now. So y'all go check out Flow, man. I appreciate everybody who gave the donations. For those that gave on PayPal and on the Cash App, thank you all very much for all that you guys have done. We here on the off season Sundays at 6:30. I don't know if I'm gonna do Super Bowl Sunday because I think the game come on 6:30. I may do something a little different. All right, coach might be on too much cane juice looking for our coordinator. Hey, come on, man. Y'all got to give me a thumbs up in the chat for that one now. Come on. Y'all got to give me a thumbs up in the chat for that one. We got 250 in the building. Y'all go ahead and hit that like button. That's crazy. I'm going to be watching the Super Bowl looking for our coordinators. Come on, man. Somebody got to give me a thumbs up in the chat for that one, dog. Come on. That was good. But anyway, yes, you're right, Reggie. They even take them to the training table. You meet the chef, the cafeteria person, the nutritionist. You meet everybody. You meet everybody. And here's the funny thing. You don't just wave, hey, how you doing? Every person has a spiel. The strength and conditioning, you spend time with them. They tell you what their vision is. You meet the nutritionist. She tells you what her vision or his vision is for your nutritional values. You go meet the academic advisor. They meet you for your what their vision is for your academic success. Right? All of that is part of a visit. Come on, man. What can you call it? Players don't care. Stop it. Some of them don't. You're right. Anyway, with all that being said, I appreciate y'all, man. I didn't even get into the turnover chain part. I talked about that on, I think it was Footballville. They had a thing. We'll talk about that at a later date, man. We had a good time. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all. We out of here. Signing day coming up, man. Whew. King Kyle, you have a great night, man. I appreciate you staying the whole time, man. Thank you, man. You got the algorithm working for your boy. All right. Other than that, man, I appreciate you guys. Oh, and finally, thank you, Herbert Mitchell. Coach me, coach. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. Coach me, coach. Coach me, Coach Cristobal. Get somebody to coach me. I want to be better. Brashard Smith, Chase Smith. Them boy looking for a linebacker coach so they can get better. Coach me, coach. I came to the U. Yeah, I know it was before you, but I came here. Coach me, coach. You say you're going to take care of me. Take care of me. Show me what you got. Anyway, we'll check it out, man. Y'all check it out February 2nd. It's going to be a hot day on the streets out there. We're going to make it happen, man. But other than that, I hate saying bye, man. That's why my endings suck. All right. It's time for some positive Miami flow. Here we come. Hey, big shout out to 72 New Creature, man. I need you in every show, man. You keep me going. Anyway, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Love, peace, and hair grease. And Coach Hayes out of there. 20K round the corner, man. Get your Polo Timmy shirt while you at it. Peace.